Four players just accepted the qualifying offer, nine declined. And if you're confused about what that means, don't worry. Most fans are. Today, we're breaking down the qualifying offer system, who accepted, who declined, and what it all means for MLB free agency. This is Coach's Tape by Baseball Authority. Let's explain one of the most important and most confusing parts of the MLB offseason, the qualifying offer. The qualifying offer is a one-year contract offer that teams can extend to their own free agents. The value, $22.025 million for the 2026 season. That number isn't random. It's the average salary of MLB's 125 highest paid players. Teams have just 5 days after the World Series to decide whether to extend the qualifying offer to eligible free agents. Players then have until November 18th to decide whether to accept or decline it. If a player accepts, he returns to his team for a one-year deal at $22.025 million. If he declines, he becomes a free agent and can sign with any team. But there's a catch. When a player declines a qualifying offer and signs with a new team, his old team receives draft pick compensation. The exact pick depends on the signing team's revenue sharing status and luxury tax penalties. But the key point is this. Declining the qualifying offer means any team that signs you has to give up a draft pick. That makes players less attractive to sign. Not every free agent can receive a qualifying offer. You're eligible if you've never received a qualifying offer before in your career, you spent the entire season with one team, no midseason trades. You're not eligible if you've already received a qualifying offer once, so Pete Alonso, Cody Bellinger, Alex Bregman. You were traded during the season, Josh Naylor, Cedric Mullins. The qualifying offer system has been around since 2012. In that time, 144 players received the offer, but only 14 accepted it. That's about 10%. Why so few? Because most players who are good enough to receive the qualifying offer are also good enough to get a much larger multi-year contract on the open market. Would you rather take a deal for $22 million for 1 year or sign a 5-year, $100 million contract? The choice is usually obvious. But this year was different. 4 players accepted the qualifying offer, the most ever in a single offseason. Here's who accepted. Trent Grisham. He had a career year with 34 home runs, but his inconsistent history, low average, and heavy pull hitting made his market uncertain. Gleyber Torres. He had an all-star first half, but struggled badly in the second half and needed a sports hernia surgery. Brandon Woodruff. Returning from shoulder surgery, he missed the end of the season with the lat strain. Shota Imanaga. He gave up 31 home runs in 2025, fourth most in MLB. His strikeout rate also dropped significantly. Each of these 4 players had red flags that would have hurt their market value. Injury concerns, inconsistent track records. The draft pick compensation attached to them would scare teams away. By accepting the $22.025 million, they guaranteed themselves a big payday for 2026, and then they can go back into free agency next year without the qualifying offer attached. So who declined? 9 players declined the qualifying offer. The big names: Kyle Tucker, Bo Bichette, Framber Valdez, Kyle Schwarber, Edwin Diaz, Dylan Cease, Ranger Suarez, Zach Gallen, and Michael King. These players are all confident they'll get multi-year deals worth far more than $22 million per year. So for the players that accept it, they're locked in for 2026 at that 1-year deal. They cannot be traded before June 15th unless they consent. Next offseason, they'll be free agents again, without the qualifying offer attached. For the players who declined, they're now free agents and can negotiate with any team. But any team that signs them, except their old team, must give up a draft pick. That draft pick compensation makes them slightly less attractive, but for elite players like Tucker and Bichette, it won't matter much. That's the qualifying offer system. 4 players accepted this year, a record. 9 declined and are now hunting for multi-year deals. And the 2026 free agency market just got a lot more interesting. That's the story, that's Coach's Tape, and that's why the qualifying offer deadline matters. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that subscribe button and grab some Baseball Authority gear at baseballauthority.com. We'll see you next time.